Hello everybody and welcome back to Crochet College. Or if this is your first time, welcome. My name is Mia and in today's video I am so excited to show you my latest yarn purchase. I ordered from Wool and the Gang. I have heard of this website before, but I had never ordered from them directly. And once I got onto their website and I started looking through things, it was kind of a no-brainer. I'm not affiliated with this company in any way, but based off reading about their mission and their goals for their brand, it really does align with mine, and I want to make sure that I'm stocking my craft closet and my craft supplies with sustainably sourced materials, and their company wants to do the same thing. So because it was my first time ordering, I did order everything on sale, and the yarn came very fast. I'm in the US and it took, I think it was 4 days for the order to ship and arrive to me from the time that I ordered it. So that's the quickest I've ever ordered yarn online, and that was exactly what their website said it could be as early as, which was awesome. And that's always a nice surprise to get things earlier than you expect. I think the coolest thing about this purchase is they shipped it in a bag. I have never seen a yarn company do this. I have seen companies ship in plastic bags, but inside the box that it came in was this paper bag. That really speaks volumes to me about how their company is not only looking to make sustainable yarn, but also looking to make sustainable decisions about how they ship their items. And it's a big difference between shipping something in plastic versus shipping something in paper, because the plastic isn't going to go away as fast as the paper does, so their carbon footprint is already lowered. So I'm impressed. All that said, I did order some yarn that is a little bit outside of my comfort zone, and we're going to look at that one first. In my order, I got 2 skeins, or 2 balls, or whatever you want to call them. I don't even know what I would call this tube, of each type of yarn. And the first one that I got, which is the most outside of my comfort zone, I've never worked with anything like this before, is the Rah Rah Raffia Wool and the Gang yarn. It's tissue paper. It's paper yarn. I've never worked with paper yarn before. I'm excited to, but it is. It's tissue paper. It feels like tissue paper. It's tissue paper. But it does feel a little bit stronger than what I would wrap a present with. However, I don't know what I'm going to make with it. I can't make a wearable. I'm sure somebody can, but I can't. I don't know how to. And it says you can hand wash it, but I don't know that I would ever want to. I might wipe it clean because I wouldn't want it to disintegrate, and I know paper to disintegrate in water. But paper is a more sustainable fiber than acrylic, at least in my opinion, because it can break down. It's going to leave less waste behind. But I don't know what to make with it. So if you have any ideas, please let me know. The next yarn in my order, big surprise, is a 100% cotton yarn. If you know me, you know I love cotton yarn. It's one of the easiest fibers that I think is a sustainable fiber or a natural fiber because it comes from plants. And this cotton is called Shiny Happy Cotton. I got it in the color True Blood Red. And it's, I think, the best cotton I've ever felt. It is soft, it is thick and soft at the same time, which is one I haven't been able to come across when looking at Lily's Sugar and Cream and even the Lion Brand Re-Up. It's scratchy and full-bodied, but also still a little thin. The trade-off when you do a yarn like I Love This Cotton yarn is that it's thinner. And after looking a little bit into Hobby Lobby and being educated a little bit by some of the amazing fellow crafters online, I've learned that I don't think I want to purchase from Hobby Lobby anymore. So I'm happy that I found an alternative that honestly I think beats it. It's softer, it's thicker, it's something that I can easily change in my craft room to be a smarter purchase or a better purchase that aligns with my goals. The next yarn I was really excited for. This is the Billie Jean yarn from their website. It is in washed out denim. The thing I really liked about this yarn is that it is an upcycled yarn, and I've been going for a lot of the recycled, upcycled, whatever you want to call them, yarns that are using or reusing materials to create a new product. This is made with 20% upcycled denim and 80% upcycled cotton. It feels like a worn out pair of jeans, which is just a comforting feeling. I feel like whatever I make out of this is going to be cozy, is going to be comfortable, and is going to feel worn, but in a good way. It's a little bit thinner than the other cotton yarn that I've already shown, that shiny happy cotton, but I think you could probably get away with using the same hook size for each. I'm going to do a more in-depth review of each of them in the following weeks, but for now I'm excited to just look through this box with you guys. So this yarn is awesome, this next one. It is called Feeling Good Yarn, and it's absolutely amazing. I love it. It's soft, and that's because it's 70% alpaca, which I haven't used much alpaca in the past. I have used like 100% alpaca yarn. I find alpaca usually is a little bit expensive, more so than wool. This one is 70% alpaca, 23% nylon, and 7% merino. So I'm gonna put this yarn close so you guys can see what I'm talking about. So when you look into the yarn, you can start to see that it has this sort of netting going through it, which I've never seen in a yarn before, and I'm imagining that that's what the 23% nylon is. It's a really soft yarn. I am excited to make a hat out of this. It's a pretty light yarn, so I think a nice hat made from this yarn in the cinnamon dust color will be awesome and stylish, and something I can look forward to making for myself. This next yarn is also 50 grams of a natural yarn. It's a 100% superwash merino wool. I have to say there is a stark difference in size between this 50-gram ball and this 50-gram ball. So that is worth noting, that the wool is a lot heavier or denser than this alpaca merino nylon blend is. In terms of this one, I got it in the color Swampy Green. It's the Super Trooper wool. It feels like a classic worsted weight yarn. Nothing super special. It doesn't feel scratchy. I think I could easily make a hat or a scarf out of this. It's a very standard yarn. I'd be happy with this purchase, and I think this could be a kind of yarn that easily replaces the acrylic yarn that most projects can be made out of. So this could be an easy one that could replace that for simple things like blankets or hats, and give you a very similar effect. So this next yarn is outside of my comfort zone, and I hope I can find a way to use it. This yarn is called Take Care Mohair, but this yarn is really outside of my comfort zone because I don't typically go for yarns that have a big halo. And this yarn has a huge halo. It's all halo. Look at that. So much string coming off it. It's basically an eyelash yarn. It's made with 78% mohair, 13% wool, and then 9% that polyamide. I don't know what I'm going to use this for. I know I'm going to review it, so I'll work up a swatch of it, but this is the kind of yarn that I think if I'm going to use it, it's only really going to be for decorative pieces. I don't think I'd really want this close to my skin. Not that it's itchy. It's really not. It's not itchy. It's soft. It's not as soft as this one, which I think is a clear favorite out of the bunch, but it's not great. So definitely a novelty type yarn that is outside my comfort zone, but maybe I could create something fun or funky with it since I got it in this pink color. If you have any suggestions, always open to those. Let me know in the comments. And this last yarn is the one that I've been the most excited for. This is a 100% recycled wool yarn, and it's chunky. So this wool is in Dove Gray, and I got two 200-gram balls. So I've got 87 yards here, which, just to put into comparison, this is 87 yards of the other wool that we looked at, which is like a standard worsted weight. It's almost like the same weight as like a Red Heart yarn. So it's very chunky, this Wool and the Gang Heal the Wool, and it's a 100% recycled wool. I would not make any wearables with it. It's too heavy. And maybe a hat, maybe a chunky hat, but for me it's too heavy. I think this would be good for making some fun decor items. Like it's fall, so a cute crocheted pumpkin, or maybe a nice throw pillow. And I got 2 of these, so I could make a nice throw pillow with this yarn. Overall, I am thrilled with this purchase. It came fast, it was all on sale, it used environmentally conscious packaging, and majority of the yarn I purchased has natural fibers, which is what I am really trying to get my yarn stash to. I will be doing more videos about each of these yarns in a more in-depth review in my yarn reviews playlist, and hopefully I can think of some really good projects or patterns that this type of yarn would be good for. If you have had any awesome experiences with Wool and the Gang or any negative experiences, please let me know in the comments down below. I'm not affiliated with them in any way, but from my first impression, I do like this yarn company. That said, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day, and I will see you guys next time. Bye guys!